My most recent Airsoft gameplay revealed a pretty significant change to my BOLT AKS74U. It's a modification that I've been absolutely itching to do for donkey's years. And that is, of course, an underslung 40mm grenade launcher. Now, I found this design on Thingiverse for a shortened M2A3, and frankly, it took me way too long to decide on what launcher I wanted on this thing. Airsoft guns and glasses frames, they're the only two real things that I get picky about. Of course, to mount the grenade launcher onto the bottom of my AKS74U, I also needed a railed handguard. Of course, that meant I had to remove the wooden handguard which the Bolt normally comes with, which was not an easy decision, or task for that matter, because this thing was a real pain in the arse to install. But it's on there now, and it's not moving, it's absolutely snug, and it's not going anywhere. Once that was on, I then realised I could then chuck a pec box on this to stop you lot flapping about me having a lipo on the outside. Anyway, the launcher is a breech loader, as you'd expect for an M203. However, this is a side swinger, so you have a diddy little catch here, you pull back, and you can swing it out to the side to load the launcher. And I'm not going to lie, trying to find that catch with gloves on is just not going to happen. Now, given the fact that I didn't have any of the recommended parts for this launcher, it all works perfectly fine. You have the firing pin there, which pushes into the primer. And this is made out of eSun PLA+, which is my go-to filament, and it survived many bashes against trees. As you can see, it's still got loads of mud on it. It's all perfectly solid, and the rail system stayed intact, and even on this AK shaking it around, it's absolutely solid. Now, the trigger port on this thing is absolutely gargantuan, but it's a launcher, it doesn't matter. I'm not too fussed about trigger pull. I don't really care for the silly little straight speed triggers anyway. Now, I discovered one pretty significant little issue with this launcher, and that is I can't fit most of my friggin' grenade launcher shells in it. This is the shell I've been using in it, the 40 Max Cyclops. A review coming soon, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. And as you can see, fits in fine. But if I take this S Thunder open front shell, which I use to launch my burster MPLGs, it ain't gonna work. Same with the little one. Now, I reckon that there's a bit of swarf and crap on the inside of the launcher barrel. In fact, I can feel something right now. But I just find it odd that this one fits fine, but this one won't do it. I don't understand completely why. I suspect it's because the Cyclops is narrower in the middle. I don't know, because there should be the same diameter at the other end. Now, this can be fixed with a bit of sanding, hopefully, or printing another barrel with a slightly larger bore to compensate for any sort of expansion from the printing process. But until then, I cannot use my burster MPLGs. Now, as you can imagine, my AK is quite a bit heavy now with a loaded launcher on the front of it. Not that it was a particularly light gun to begin with, and it also has to be said that the AKS74U probably isn't the best calash for chucking a launcher on. It's barely even a carbine, it's so short. So when it comes to holding it now, I sort of have to hold the mag. I can hold the launcher, but I don't like that grip compared to just wrapping your hands around the mag. But who gives a toss when you've got a bloody grenade launcher? You can find the plans in the description. Massive credit to all of the people who designed the respective items. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, then please make sure you leave a like. And if you want to be part of the channel, then please make sure you subscribe too. And once you've done that, you can check out this launcher in action by watching this bit of gameplay right here.